The government of Belize announces the launch of its summer sports program.
Out there in TV land, North Television Channel 10, also on Radio Land. That's the Universal Radio and the Sugar City Radio here in Orange Walk Town. Welcome and good morning to the Sugar City Morning Show. This is Robert Checker Usher with you all this morning. I'll be right here for the first segment. And we want to say hello to all our viewers out there today. Good morning, good morning. It's a beautiful morning, a beautiful day. That Thursday already. You see the time goes so fast. And I must say good morning to RC1. RC, good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Chicky. Good morning, Robert.
Thanks for the response on the
Morning,
late call.
RC.
Good morning, Papa. But I know you will always make an effort when it comes to the people because you are a man that always stays in touch with the people. So thanks for being here this morning, RC.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so as we're here this morning, folks, it's Thursday, and it's the 28th day of May, 2015. So many things are happening up, but we will be doing our little refresher this morning, and then after that, we'll have a little discussion, and we go on a break, and we come back with our issues. So good morning, Emmanuel, as we get ready to...
Good morning, Chequi.
Thanks
Good
and
morning,
praise.
Rubén. Como
Buenos días,
siempre, buenos días, Orange Walk. Buenos días, Belice. Un gran gusto saludarles hoy en esta linda mañana. Estamos en buena compañía, gracias a Dios. Estamos vivos, gracias a Dios. Pero ahora tomamos tiempo aparte para decir, Padre, te damos gracias por la vida que nos das hoy. Te damos gracias por la buena salud, por las fuerzas para seguir trabajando, Padre. Gracias por el bienestar que nos das a mi familia, a mí, a mis amistades, a todas aquellas personas que nos rodean, Padre. Muchas gracias por esto. Tú en tu eterna sabiduría, tú en tu eterna misericordia nos das justamente lo que necesitamos. Padre, te agradecemos esto, te alabamos, te damos las gracias. Padre, hoy te pido por aquellas personas más necesitadas. Hoy te pido por aquellas personas enfermas que se encuentran en situaciones bastante difíciles, con enfermedades, sin tener dinero. Padre, ponlos bajo tu manto de protección, guíalos, ayúdalos. Padre, también para aquellas personas que se encuentran sin tener que comer, Padre, guíalos, ayúdalos. También para tantas aquellas personas que se encuentran solos, destitutos, se encuentran deprimidos, bajo adicciones, Padre, también te pido hoy para estas personas. Padre, también hoy te pido para que hoy podamos hacer tu voluntad y ser dignos de todas tus bendiciones. Gracias, Padre. Amén.
Thank you, Emmanuel. So, RC, how has it been? It's been a while.
Well, we've been pretty good. Good morning. It's a beautiful morning, beautiful sunshine, and like Emmanuel said, we got to thank God, and we want to wish all the blessings to beautiful people like each and every one of you. Good. We have been doing a lot of work. We recently installed a new water pump in terms of rural development, a new water pump in the village of San Felipe.
Oh, really?
A brand new.
They didn't have one.
It burnt out.
Oh, it burnt out.
It burnt
Okay.
out, and sometimes the communities don't have the funds, so the government, it's a government for all, a brand new water pump, and also there seems to be some difficulty in San Esteban because the water level is low.
That's
So
what, because of the area?
yeah. Well, it's an old well, old production well. The water level is down. So we just want to tell the beautiful people of San Esteban, within a week or two, we're going to be drilling a brand new well, deeper, so you can have much more water. And all we ask is in the people's cooperation to pay their fees, and to keep the system going because it belongs to them. So you can see your government has been working and doing a lot of
Ruben,
things
but you
in the rural
mentioned
area.
something that in San Felipe, I mean, do you do collections in San Felipe?
Yes,
The
yes,
water
they do.
collection?
Yes,
Most
they do.
communities.
But there's a transition
Okay.
right now in water boards. The old water board, life had expired, and now there is a new water board that had just recently been appointed, and the new water board has to take over all the documents and whatnot and start its work.
Transition.
But we cannot hold back the people without water or the students without water. So the government, we have a commitment in rural development to work along with the communities. You see, so and then
So
and then-
regardless if they don't have the money to be able to purchase the pump, the government steps in and says, aquí está el dinero.
Well, Prime
That's why
Minister
the
says
rural
Prime Minister says it's a government for all, and
That's exactly what I was driving at.
The government signed on to the agreement of the international agreement of the water level or the amount or the percentage of water level to all communities, and we are one of the countries that are almost 100% towards that goal in relation to all the countries in the region. So whilst we have in some areas some little loopholes,
It can be said that almost all the villages have some sort of portable system.
Exactly. For example, you have a small village like San Luis has its own water system, brand new. I mean, the village is working. They're collecting. They maintain themselves. There's a new system in San Roman village. There are 2 wells in San Juan Douglas. Then there's the one in San Jose that supplies. A new production well has been drilled in San Jose to be able to supply in case of an emergency.
And does that supply San Jose itself or San Pablo
San
as
Jose
well?
and San Pablo, but that situation there is being reviewed. We recently, because again in Corozal, Libertad, Concepcion, two big villages,
Yeah, true.
and it's quite a way to supply water. We recently drilled another production well in Libertad to be able to take care of Libertad and Concepcion.
Do you anticipate doing the same thing for the San Jose San Pablo region?
Well, yes, San Jose has already. We already drilled another production well. That's done already. It's a review. We need to sit down with the area representative, who is the Honorable Gaspar Vega, to see what plan he would like to have in place to better accommodate and better service San Pablo. So there are a lot of things been going on, and there's going to be a review of the renovation of the system in Guinea Grass also.
Okay,
So
sounds
that is
good,
in
sounds good.
process also. And what we can see is that, for example, as we go through the rural communities, let me give you a little experience over the weekend. You know, we go to evaluate. Sometimes we go check leak valves in a people's house if they got pressure,
the pressure.
on our own. So we were going around this village, and we were driving, and then my friend said, "You know what? But I feel like we're up on the Northern Highway." I says, "You are. This is part of the Northern Highway."
Right,
Lo and
right.
behold, we're going by San Victor, a small village in Corozal Southwest. From San Victor village going towards San
adjacent to
Narciso.
San Narciso.
And man, what a tremendous and beautiful highway. I mean, the villages are coming alive. The Prime Minister is up to his word. And again, throwing the lead politics in.
But-
Now the
And
UDP
that's-
is
and-
moving forward.
And pardon
See?
me if but that's one heck of a piece of road, the one between San Narciso
Yeah,
and San
but
Pedro.
RC as a
beautiful.
farmer,
That's a
minister,
beautiful road that was
as a former minister of government, you were elected into office in 1984.
Good memory.
Well, we were all there, see?
Together.
You know, remember from the Youths of Unity days, right?
I remember,
Yeah.
boy, that carry back, yes, check it.
Yeah. You know, you
What,
were
31
first
years?
elected yourself and Elodio Aragon and Lelis Carballo and Onesimo Pech
Yes.
were elected, the 4 who were elected here in Orange Walk, right? All of these projects that is going on right now, RC, do you see the residents appreciating the projects that they are receiving?
Yes, I do. I see the residents as a whole appreciating any act which is development, anything that is development. The situation is now is when you put the politics into it, that why you didn't do it and why I didn't do it and why who did and who didn't. And because of, I think we need much more political education for people to know, what does your government do? What does your town council do? What should your village council do? When people become much more aware of the roles and responsibilities, then you can clearly see and define where we had. For example, in our days, we didn't have as much. Our budget was much smaller, but we did we put in the system in San Jose. Okay, so at that time the budget was smaller, but we built a smaller school in San Jose. Now with the bigger budget, people can feel part of that budget going back to the communities. I mean, look at the brand new big 2 school buildings, 3 school buildings here in San Jose that Honorable Gaspar Vega has put. Look at the police station, look at the roads being built constantly. And one thing we observed when we were checking between San Pablo and Douglas, the DPM, the area representative, is had given out some house lots.
Right,
Now
right.
the streets are being opened, but much more than that.
Oh, you mean the Petrojam lands?
Yeah. So it's not only cleared, but he's filling it. Los embutiendo. He's filling the land with material
So, you
so
know,
that when
you know,
people
build
go
upon a
there,
swamp.
exactly. You don't just scrape on a road and left it there. You know, I mean that's not the UDP way. That's not you need to put your ward mile and make the road a road. That's why you're opening it. And you can see, as the Prime Minister said, that this is the year now for the rural communities, and it's happening.
Rubio, help us here.
Tell me.
You got good memory. If I recall well, weren't some lots given out in the Central Division by the People's United Party, where essentially the lots were underwater, and when the people went to check their lots, they were in this vicinity here.
Yeah. Well,
And what I'm trying to draw here is a comparison between Minister Vega, who has issued lots and is ensuring that the infrastructure is in place, versus a very irresponsible government that issues lots just for the sake of issuing lots and getting the benefit of the vote, and never preoccupying or even occupying itself in creating structure, infrastructure for the people, for them to be able to begin to create. Because when people say, I got my piece of lot, I got it right here, but when they went to see it, it's 2 feet underwater.
right, but that is where the question that Chake posed. Are the people feeling the development? Now, when central government has its policy and they execute it nationally, that includes doing the role of government. Remember, an elected representative, his role or her role should be to look after the welfare of those citizens in that constituent that voted for him or her. In other words, mind your house, take care of your house.
Right,
Your
right.
voters are your children.
But you know, RC, I'm talking about that. We visited that area yesterday, and we have an interview that we will be sharing
Okay.
with our listeners and our viewers. Yeah, we will be doing that later on, right? Because it's
Okay.
the area where we mentioned the Honorable Gaspar Vega is working at the Petrojam lands in that area, you know. And you know, but when we're checking with the weather report, because some people want to wash, some
Yes.
people want to know what they're supposed to do this morning,
Yes.
how the weather is coming on. So we'll check in with the weather report, and we'll try to see if we can get that on RC. I know we have some lot of other things to discuss because we have a convention coming up on Sunday and lots of different things. But let's check in with the Belize Met Service.
You mean our
Yes.
weatherman,
Yeah,
Emmanuel?
weatherman.
Yes, and I want one man.
Yeah, the rain keeps coming down like pitter patter.
Good morning, Belize. Good morning, Orange Walk. It's exactly 15 minutes past 7 o'clock. A little bit late with the weather report, but you know, good conversation is always welcome, and good input at that. For today, Thursday, the 28th of May, at 6 o'clock, the general situation was there was a light east-northeast airflow prevailing. I felt it this morning, actually. 24-hour forecast is going to be sunny with cloudy spells today and partly cloudy tonight. Isolated showers will occur along with the chance of an isolated thunderstorm inland this afternoon and in the south tonight. Winds will be blowing from the east to the northeast at 5 to 15 knots, and the sea state is choppy. Let's talk about the outlook for Friday and Friday night. It's going to be mainly fair weather with only isolated showers. As to the temperatures, the highs along the coast, 87 degrees, inland 95 degrees, and up in the hills, 81 degrees. The lows along the coast, 79 degrees Fahrenheit, inland 72 degrees, and up in the hills, 68 degrees. There's going to be a high tide at, well, there was a high tide at 6:04 this morning, which is about an hour ago. And there's going to be another high tide at 6:42 this evening. There's going to be a low tide at 6 minutes past 1 this afternoon, and another low at 51 minutes after 12, but that is tomorrow morning. The sun rises tomorrow at 18 minutes after 5, but the sun sets today at 22 minutes after 6 this evening. The moon rises at 2:16 p.m. this afternoon, but the moon sets at 2:23, but that is tomorrow morning. Así que, ¿qué es lo que estamos viendo? Un vientecito del este, de este al noreste, está influenciando nuestro clima hoy, pero va a estar bastante soleado hoy. Vamos a tener periodos de mucha nubosidad. Por la tarde se espera de que ocurran chubascos y la posibilidad de tormentas, especialmente hoy por la tarde del interior y por el sur hoy en la noche. Como dije, los vientos volando del este al noreste de 5 a 15 nudos. El estado del mar agitado. Se espera de que para el viernes mañana y para el viernes por la noche continúen estas condiciones. Las temperaturas por la costa 87 grados, en el interior 95, por las colinas 81, esas son las máximas, y las bajas por la costa 79, en el interior 72, pero en las colinas siempre aún 68 grados Fahrenheit. Una marea alta ocurrió a las 6:04 esta mañana, otra va a suceder a las 6:42 por la tarde hoy, y una baja a la 1:06 hoy por la tarde, y otra a las 12:51 mañana temprano por la madrugada. El sol sale, mañana a las 5:18, pero el sol se pone hoy a las 6:22. La luna igualmente sale a las 2:16 hoy por la tarde, pero se pone a las 2:23 de la madrugada mañana temprano. Así que esencialmente buen tiempo, bastante soleado, pero precaución, quizás una tormenta hoy por la tarde en el interior.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. And that weather report was brought to you by the best drinking water right here in Orange Walk. That's Energy Pure Drinking Water. And also by German Vegas and Sons, by Albion's Bus Line, by the Orange Walk North Executive UDP Committee, also by Sugar City Radio, Universal Radio, and Norte Vision Channel 10. RC, we have to take a break, but before we take a break, quick convention for Sunday.
This Sunday.
One minute on that.
This Sunday, the Belize Rural North Convention will be held at the Guadalupe RC School in San Hill Village. And there are two great UDP candidates participating in this democratic process. And the voting, the polling will be from 9 o'clock in the morning to 5. Previously it was from 10 to 5, but the constituent is long, and an agreement had been made that the voting will be from 9 in the morning to 5 in the evening. Thereafter, immediately thereafter, there will be the counting process. And
so by 6:30?
By 6:30, you have the results. They have the results.
Easy.
So that is happening, and
official.
We're inviting all the UDP supporters in the Belize Rural North constituencies. How do I say? UDP friends and sympathizers.
Right.
You're all invited. And
27 villages.
And to be political on this issue. If you're a hardcore PUP, please don't go, because this is a UDP.
You're not business then.
You say
Simple.
This is a UDP convention, and the UDPs will come out and elect their candidate. Okay.
But who will allow to vote? Registered voters. If your birthday is tomorrow and are registered tomorrow, will you still be able to vote if you live in the Belize Rural North area?
Yes, Friday is the deadline, which is
29th.
the 29th. Those registering on the 29th, you need to take your slip. You know, when you go to register, they give you a receipt. On that, and when you take that receipt, you must take an ID card, an ID that has your picture, because we need to verify that who you say you are is actually who you are. And of course, both candidates have their scrutineers to validate that who the person says he or she actually is by reviewing the information, and that is recorded there. So until the 29th, people who registered on the 29th will be allowed to go, and those, of course, on the voters list.
So if your birthday is tomorrow and you become 18, you're encouraged to go and vote and get
absolutely
exercise your constitutional rights, right?
Absolutely.
All right, folks.
Our Pro Tem Director is asking us we need to go to a break.
we need to go
so
for a
we,
break.
we'll be back with some interesting information. We will do that interview
Yeah,
that you had.
RC1 is here with some great information that we will be sharing with you. RC, I'll be taking a little break. Thanks for coming, Papa. It has been a pleasure as always, and we take a short commercial break.
You make it sound like you are flight to
No.
Japan or England.
We almost say one cruise over the cuckoo's nest. We take a short commercial break and we'll be right back with RC1 and Emmanuel Martinez on the Sugar City Morning Show.
The government of Belize announces the launch of its Summer Sports Program 2015, funded by PetroCaribe. $500,000 from PetroCaribe funds have been earmarked to provide financial assistance to existing summer sporting camps that have been operating for at least 3 years. The government recognizes and salutes all individuals, groups, and organizations that have been sponsoring summer camps for years. This summer, the focus will be on sporting programs, and all qualified bodies are invited to apply. For more information, download the complete sponsorship application guide from the Government Press Office Facebook page, or pick up an application from the National Sports Council office in Belize City, or request an emailed copy by sending email to nscbel@btl.net. Transforming lives through sports. A government for all.
They say winning isn't everything. They say big man can't jump. They say there's not a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. But let me tell you something. Winning is the way. Winning can change your life. Winning makes all the difference. But you gotta play the game to win the game. The Make Me Rich Lotto Game. Buy your tickets today.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get bopped.
Wow, Junior, na nearly time for go buy me number. How we go to shop to buy me number, man? Boy, Junior, time to go, you know. How we go buy me number? Boy, Junior, not see that nearly time. How we go to the store go buy me number? Junior.
You want make I go buy number for you again? Why you not play this new Make Me Rich game? You can play using text messages for your phone and you don't have to leave the house. Plus, you have the chance to win up to $500,000.
$500,000?
Yes, come I show you.
It's so easy. But why you never tell me about this long time?
I'm gonna try.
Junior. Oh, sit down. Make me rich show the command. I don't buy me numbers, boy. Boy, will you come on?
This is the game show. Make me rich, make me rich, make me rich.
You know your baby is happy when wearing Bebin Pampers. Bebin Pampers in all sizes. Bebin Pampers make your baby happy. Available at German Vega and Sons.
Wherever you go, stay connected to home with Digicel. Prepaid customers simply text Roam On to 777 to call and text while away and receive text for free. While our new combo plan customers can call, text, or surf simply by stopping into any BTL office before they leave. Live more with Digicel.
Get more, do more, love more, live more with Digicel.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Today is a beautiful, beautiful day. It's the 28th day of May 2015. And let's see what the TikTok says here. It says 28 and a half minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock, las 7 de la mañana.
Y quiero tomar oportunidad hoy por la mañana, Rubén, de saludar a esa linda gente de San Esteban. Estaba yo escuchando ahorita tu reporte que entre poco va a haber se va a empezar la excavación de un pozo nuevo para tener más agua para la gente de San Esteban, ¿ok?
Precisamente es lo que pasa en estos momentos es de que hay una sequía en toda la región y el nivel de agua ha bajado mucho y ese pozo que se encuentra ahí en San Esteban tiene muchos años y San Esteban está creciendo. La demanda para el agua es más grande, así de que el Ministerio de Desarrollo Rural ha ido a visitar el lugar, ha decidido a dónde va a ser el sitio para este nuevo pozo y va a ser más hondo para tener más agua. Para
buena
suplir.
agua.
Buena agua, precisamente. Así de que entre un par de semanas el equipo debería estar allá.
Excavando ya.
Exacto.
Ya entonces, digamos, para entre unas 2-3 semanas ya se habría excavado y ya entonces ya hay el agua corriendo.
Precisamente. Y lo que se está dirigiendo en el momento de que el pozo inexistente tiene buena agua, pero menos. Así posiblemente se puede poner 2 bombas para poder utilizar unas cuantas horas y el otro las otras horas para poder suplir. Pero al mismo tiempo el gobierno y la comunidad hacen una inversión. El gobierno asiste probablemente haciendo dig, la bomba, y se le pide a la gente que contribuye con el pago mensual.
Pues obviamente si estoy utilizando el agua, tengo que pagar.
Esos fondos son lo que va para pagar la electricidad, para cuidar el agua, como van expandiendo la contribución, debe subir un poquito más, depende en el uso. Pero de todos modos queremos que la vea gente de San Esteban sepa que tu gobierno UDP está trabajando para ustedes.
Agua siendo una de las necesidades primordiales.
Precisamente agua es necesaria.
Agua. Señores, estaba platicando nuestro director Chequi hace ratos acerca de su visita. Estamos platicando en realidad acerca del empeño del viceprimer ministro en poner la infraestructura en lugares. Estamos platicando en Petrojam Lands. Y entonces queríamos la entrevista entonces, pero me imagino que lo estaremos pasando entre muy corto rato. Pero hablando, ¿verdad? Que eso es un proyecto comendable, es un proyecto grande, Rubén.
Sí,
Tú sabes que son 900 lotes para 900 dueños de esa área.
Precisamente, eso es lo que estábamos hablando anteriormente. ¿Cuál es su trabajo de un representante? Para atender las necesidades de su comunidad y de la gente que representa. Por eso cuando vamos en áreas como Orange Walk Sur, por ejemplo, Orange Walk East y Orange Walk Central, cuando vemos que tienen representantes allá de la oposición que no hacen nada, entonces la gente debe de saber de que ellos fueron elegidos para trabajar para la gente. Exacto. Por eso le dieron ese voto de confianza. Además de eso, este gobierno UDP hace una contribución significativa que nunca se había hecho en la historia de gobiernos de Belice. Eso es darles el community vote a los representantes, que va a cerca de $7,500 mensual. Entonces la gente debe de estar preguntando, ¿qué hace mi representante con estos dineros? ¿Qué hace con él? Y ahí claramente puedes ver, aquí en Orange Walk, por eso tenemos al honorable Gaspar Vega, y claramente puedes ver la diferencia en el norte cuando vas a Trial Farm, San José, San Luis, San Román, a San Antonio, puedes ver
la gran diferencia.
Precisamente. Y por eso es que se dice la gente de la oscuridad a la luz con el UDP.
Claro.
From
Y
darkness
esa
to
es la
sunshine.
razón por la cual el señor Gaspar es querido tanto en la división del norte, porque en realidad se preocupa por su gente. Y no solo se preocupa, pero se ocupa en el bienestar de su gente.
And as soon as we can get
Do we have that?
the video clip going on, that we
Ya
will
lo tenemos.
show it so that
Vamos
we
a
can
verlo.
see precisely what is going on.
Claro
You know,
que sí.
seeing is believing, and the great work, of course, continues in Orange Walk North and throughout the whole country of Belize in the rural
Sí,
areas
sí.
now.
Y que conste también que también no solo fue en el área de San José. ¿Ya lo tenemos? Ok, vamos a eso.
Let's go to the Petrojam's land story now, guys. Let's see what we have.
Thank you, guys, once again in the Sugar City Morning Show, radio and television right here. This is Robert Checky Usher, and to all our country viewers viewing the Sugar City Morning Show. We're here today in an area in Orange Walk North that is called the San Pablo subdivision, which is make up of the communities of Nuevo San Juan, San Pablo, and San Jose, which is in the Orange Walk North area. We're talking about Douglas as well. We were here exactly 3 weeks ago, which was on Monday, the 11th day of May, when we spoke to the minister in this area, that's the Honorable Gaspar Vega, and he told us about this great project going on. Up to today, over 900 lots, close to 1,000, have been completely surveyed. They have their pegs already, and now we are looking at the progress going on right here, as we can see the progress going on. And up to now, approximately, they are dumping up to 100 loads of material every day. And we understand that with the progress that is going on, they will start working at night as well. Right now, all the area has been opened with their streets in a different area. You can see the different streets open in a different area, so that when residents are ready to start building, they have their access, the road access to come in and to reach their land. And it will be identified by the pegs, because the pegs goes with the number of the land, and all the lands, the division has their pegs already. We can see the work going on. It's a very nice area. And of course, we invite you all to come on out, and when you're in the area, to come and take a look at it. And this is part of the Petro Caribe initiative, as well as what the minister told us when we were here on the 11th day of May 2015. So we can see all the works going on, and we must congratulate everybody from this area, the ones from San Jose, San Pablo, also from Douglas and Nuevo San Juan, that has gotten lands in this area, because you know what, it's easy access. And we must say a big thank you to the Honorable Gaspar Vega, who is the area representative for this area, which is Orange Walk North. And we congratulate all the residents of this area for this big development. This is Robert Checky Usher reporting for the Sugar City Morning Show.
Muchas gracias, Checky. Muchas gracias.
Very good production, Emmanuel. You can see clearly the plan. There has to be a plan. When you have a plan, you execute a plan. If you're going to give someone a land, which the Deputy Prime Minister has done in the first instance, if I listen correctly, it was 900 plus lots, and the area had been open, being filled, so that those who have been assigned their house lots will have complete access now to be able to start construction, building, put their little plants, if they put the plantain tree, put the little cassava tree, dig the little well.
And
so,
the thing is that the lots are, I think, 75 by 100, if I'm not mistaken. No?
They're sizable lots.
Right.
As you can see, you can see some of the new owners of these new land
They
parcels.
have already begun cleaning.
It's clean,
right,
and they're already planting.
Right.
There are little trees they are
Así
getting
que
ready.
Lo que estamos
The
viendo aquí
coconut tree.
esencialmente es la creación de una nueva comunidad.
Yes.
Rubén.
And it's beautiful. It has all the aura of proper planning, and that is precisely. And people are happy there. People are very, very happy there. You can see the Sugar City Morning crew out there doing their thing. You know, and of course, you know, sometimes you don't see Morris because he's behind the camera, and he's the shortest one, right? So
Yeah,
you
the
have to look
camera
at
went
them.
right over him.
Yeah. but clearly you can see the material being dumped there on these new lands that have been issued, and of course people are very happy when you go to the areas, and this area is the San Pablo subdivision. And
One key thing that the Deputy Prime Minister mentioned during the interview, and I think it wasn't this one, but it was in a previous interview. that
Look
he
how
has-
beautiful the land, the road looks there. How beautiful, you know, it's been scraped,
Exactly.
leveled, dumped now, rolled. I understand the
Exactly.
roller is out there, rolling
Exactly.
it. Okay, so
And this is work that has been done within the last 1 week.
yeah, certainly, and
Okay.
from the 11th of May to the present, my goodness, you can see you can see the tremendous development in this area.
But going back to what I was telling you, one of the important things that Mr. Vega said, but this was a community with spaces for parks, with spaces for church, with spaces allotted for schools, with spaces allotted, and I'm sure that all of those are going to eventually, you know, there's going to be schools, there's going to be churches, there's going to be parks developed as well. So this is the magnitude. This is a very, very big project, a big expansion for San Jose, San Pablo, for the people from Douglas
Precisamente,
and Nuevo San Juan.
Sí, este proceso de expansión de terrenos y comunidad de San Pablo es para San José, San Pablo, Nuevo San Juan, Douglas. Y para los que realmente no quisieran saber a dónde está esta comunidad, esta nueva comunidad, cuando está haciendo de Orange Walk a Corozal, allá en el crucero de San Pablo, allá te vas por la izquierda, ahí ve la aldea de San Pablo, vas y ves hacia el
Antes de
camino
llegar a
hacia San Juan, a
Douglas,
Nuevo San Juan. En el lado derecho puedes ver la claridad, puedes ver el trabajo y precisamente puedes ver todo el plan que fue puesto para tener una comunidad como se debe de ver. Y pronto vas a ver electrical poles going there for electricity también. Así de que es un plan de que la gente que tiene estos terrenos van a comenzar a moverse allá muy pronto. Y como podemos ver en el video, ya tienen sus arbolitos, ya tienen su mata de plátano, de coco, y unos ya están cercando sus terrenos allá. Así de que, y cada uno de ellos, entendemos, ya tiene su lease. Ya sabe que tiene su documento de que ese parcel le pertenece, y ese es cuando tiene su representante que está organizando, trabajando junto con la comunidad para tener y recibir un proyecto tan bonito como este uno.
Exactamente,
Claro que sí.
Rubén, exactamente. Y por eso es que a ese momento te hice la gran pregunta acerca de, y quería yo a propósito crear una comparación entre un representante de la oposición que dio lotes y que nunca se preocupó de hacer esto, porque en realidad fue un juego político que usó simplemente para ganar votos, pero cuando la gente fue a ver su terreno, estaba 2 pies bajo el agua, y eso está aquí menos en esta área de Orange
Bueno, sí,
Walk.
esa es la comparación, pero también que quiero dejar mención que en Orange Walk East, el señor Elodio Aragón Jr. está trabajando arduamente en sus aldeas, en la comunidad, está trabajando en Louisiana Area, Santa Marta, está trabajando en Palmar, en Carmelita, en Champaign Ridge, Towa Hills, toda esa área de Champaign Ridge por allá. Hay trabajo que puedes ver cuando tienes una persona que tiene ganas de trabajar
aquí?
para
¿Él estuvo
hablar
aquí?
para su gente, que quiere ser un buen representante. Y esa es la diferencia cuando uno va a una elección para poner tu voto para trabajar. Por eso dicen, tu voto es tu voz y tu voz es tu voto. Y por eso cuando lo haces trabajar, como podemos ver con Gaspar Vega, el viceprimer ministro y las otras áreas, que gente que tiene ganas de trabajar, puedes ver el resultado. Y eso es lo importante.
Amén.
Claro que
claro que sí, claro que sí. Y pues me da mucho gusto que ver este tipo de desarrollo sucediendo, poder verlo en sí, que no solo son promesas, pero son ya cumplimientos, ya no son sueños, ya son realidad.
Sí, los proyectos de infraestructura siguen día por día y por el momento va a haber una convención para la división sur de Orange Walk muy pronto en el otro mes de junio. Terminando eso, el primer ministro, estoy seguro, y este gobierno UDP va a comenzar con el nuevo standard bearer a hacer trabajo en Orange Walk Sur, porque
hay necesidades en esa área.
El representante que está allá, José May, no hace nada, no dice nada, no pide nada, y esa gente son beliceños, tienen su necesidad, y ellos también tienen que ver luz del día y tienen que sentir el trabajo y todo lo que tiene que ofrecer el gobierno UDP. Porque es un gobierno por todos, ¿no?
Sí.
Así de que entendemos de que la situación de terrenos que se oye acá, que pronto va a venir un proyecto similar en la aldea de Trial Farm. Así de que ahí el concilio aldeano con Mr. Lande, el representante de la comunidad, todos se reúnen allá constantemente para revisar cómo esta nueva área, que pronto probablemente va a ser como San Ignacio. En San Ignacio tienes Twin Town, tienes Santa Elena, San Ignacio, vas a oír Orange Walk, Trial Farm tan pronto, porque está creciendo tan rápido, el desarrollo es tan grande.
Tú te has puesto a pensar, Rubén, ya que estás en ese tema, y vamos a hablar acerca de eso, porque la cantidad de crecimiento que estamos viendo en el área de Trial Farm, ¿te has puesto a preguntar qué es la cantidad de gente viviendo en Trial Farm? Tú sabes que es casi 8,000, 9,000 personas, casi, considerando que hay 4,000 votantes en esa área.
Por eso cuando ves un crecimiento del ser humano en una comunidad, es la responsabilidad de un poder atender a esa gente que tiene su necesidad. Por eso el representante del área, que es el viceprimer ministro, honorable Gaspar Vega, ya está iniciando un plan de desarrollo, de crecimiento, para poder darle los servicios que un gobierno le da a la gente. Y la gente lo puede ver, ya tiene una cancha de fútbol nuevo en la área nuevo por Blackwater, ya hicieron un cementerio nuevo, las calles están, y hay expansión, y ahora el plan va a seguir, y hay programas de instalaciones de electrificación. Así que esto es lo que le da la vida a un crecimiento de una comunidad, la atención de su representante.
Exactamente, y esa atención que carece tanto en las otras divisiones, como tú dijiste correctamente, que tienen necesidad, Rubén, de un representante que realmente se preocupe y se ocupe de su gente.
Por eso en el tema política uno se pregunta, ¿qué es lo que la oposición tiene que ofrecer a la gente cuando no hace nada? En cambio, el UDP puede decir, el UDP puede decir, mira, nosotros tenemos un récord de trabajo, tenemos un récord de producción, tenemos un récord de trabajar con y por la gente, y se debería hacer más fácil decir, ¿sabes qué? El partido UDP es un partido que trabaja para la gente. Por ejemplo, en deporte, ¿qué le gusta a la gente? La mayoría, fútbol es lo que necesita, le gusta a la gente. Así de que, bueno, quieren su football field.
Quieren una cancha.
Quieren su cancha. Y no solo eso, quieren sus bleachers. Ahora la gente quiere sentarse en comfort. Y los representantes deben estar haciendo eso. El honorable Gaspar Vega está haciendo su plan para poner sus bleachers en
Veo que aquí aquí en la aldea de Trial Farm están subiendo los escalones esos para ir a sentarte,
sí,
y que se está manteniendo la cancha, y que pues eso demuestra el empeño del representante
pues aquí
del área.
podemos ver en el video
exactamente, dándole atención a las necesidades de su gente, ¿ok? Y Y es bueno hacer mención de estas cosas para que la gente se dé cuenta de que tiene un representante que sí se está ocupando de sus necesidades. De que al final del día, como tú correctamente dijiste, Rubén, el deporte es una parte íntegra de nuestras vidas. Ojalá yo tuviera 20 años menos para ir corriendo ahí también. Pero a la juventud que hoy en día tiene el deseo y tiene hasta cierto punto el gusto de salir a, ya sabes, a jugar fútbol para mantenerse bastante saludables. Y mira, ahí es donde pueden ir a hacerlo.
Bueno, sí, claro que sí. Puedes ver el desarrollo que se está haciendo aquí y el interés en la juventud y el interés en la comunidad, cómo hacen eso. También quiero hacer mención que el señor Elodio Aragón Jr. también ya inició su programa de Bleachers en Palmar.
Sí, and hats off to that.
Claro,
Yes.
así de que puedes ver el empeño de los candidatos y los personajes del UDP. También quiero hacer mención de que el Petrocaribe Funds, que dijo el primer ministro que está yendo a Corozal, enfrente de Escuela México, de San Román a San Narciso. Precisamente hoy se va a comenzar la primera capa de pavimento en este nuevo camino.
¿Y el camino que va a dónde?
Que conecta de San Román, ahí donde está la Escuela México,
Ajá.
se va recto y conecta mero con la aldea de San Narciso. Así que vas a tener un triángulo ya de acción. Y estas son cosas que, bueno, tenemos que atribuir al doctor Ángel Campos, que ha estado negociando muy fuerte con el gobierno, y particularmente con el primer ministro. Y hay que decirle felicidades, doctor Campos, en ese trabajo. Y sabemos que el trabajo va a seguir también, según entiendo, en Libertad pronto, en todas las aldeas. Hace un par de semanas estuvieron en Buenavista haciendo aclaraciones en terreno, componiendo las calles, y pronto se van a ir en Libertad. Pero hoy, la primera capa, así que es un día histórico para la gente de Corozal Southwest, para sentir Petrocaribe Funds y sentir lo que el primer ministro había anunciado. Ahora vamos a atender las aldeas de esta nación. Así que el UDP lo dice y lo cumple. Felicidades, Corozal Southwest. We're going to be taking a short break and we'll be right back. Don't touch a dial.
Wow, Junior, now nearly time to go buy me number. How we go to shop to buy me number, man? Boy, Junior, time to go, you know. How we go buy me number? Boy, Junior, not see that nearly time. How we go to the store go buy me number? Junior.
You want me to go buy number for you again? Why you not play this new Make Me Rich game? If you play using text messages per your phone, you don't have to leave the house. Plus, you have the chance to win up to $500,000.
$500,000?
Yes, come back and show you.
It's so easy. But why you never tell me about this long time?
I'm gonna try.
Junior. Oh, sit down. Make me rich show the command. I don't buy me numbers, boy. Boy, when you come on.
Make me rich. This is the game show. Make me rich. Make me rich. Make me rich.
You know your baby is happy when wearing Bebin Pampers. Bebin Pampers in all sizes. Pampers make your baby happy. Available at German Vega and Sons.
I want to break free. I want to break free from your lies. You're so self-satisfied. I don't need you. I've got to break free. God knows I want to break free. I've fallen in love.
Break free to Digicel. Enjoy the most affordable plans in the country with free 4G data. Digicel's new combo plans start at $89. You can now have it all when you go postpaid.
Get more, do more, love more, live more with Digicel.
Buster. They see you and how you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run you. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
Hi, my name is Narelle Melgar. I am 32 years old. I am a single mother of 2 boys and presently living here in Orange Walk. I am working right now for the transformation project here in Orange Walk. I am traffic warden. I divert traffic, deal with what all the traffic has to do on work site. I enjoy my job. Before I got this job, I sleep at night worrying what will I do in the morning. How will I do to pay this? When water bill come, light bills come, school fees come, kids need to go to school. How will you provide for that? But now that I have my job, I have the satisfaction that I will provide for my home. During weekdays, it's to go to work, it's very, it's a rush. But it gives me that satisfaction that when I reach mom's home and kids eating, my dad's eating. My son loves football. He's in a team. And I had the opportunity to buy his boots this week. And it made me feel so proud that, you know, I work hard and it assists me on a daily basis for my son's college. My dad has like 15 years sick. And then he needs medication to keep him going every day. And I am the one that provides, and that, you know how that makes me feel? Like, my gosh. And I am happy to do it. Sometimes when I reach home tired, and they see how hard I'm working, like a single mother and how the way I'm struggling for them, working hard. And it makes them proud of me that I'm there and that I can do it. And the opportunity that I'm working out there.
Vaya bien.
Dios te bendiga. Later. 5 years from now, I can say I was a part of this. I was here giving my little to this project. I'm grateful and thankful for this transformation that I've got in my life. My name is Narelle Melgar, and my life has been transformed.
Wherever you go, stay connected to home with Digicel. Prepaid customers simply text Roam On to 777 to call and text while away and receive text for free. While our new combo plan customers can call, text, or surf simply by stopping into any PTL office before they leave. Live more with Digicel.
Get more, do more, love more, live more with Digicel.
Buenos días de vuelta. Exactamente 7 de la mañana con 56 minutos. Casi las 8 de la mañana, pero faltan 4 minutos. Rubén.
Y hoy es el 28 de mayo del año presente.
Del 28 de mayo. Yeah, we were talking, I think that we had a pretty good discussion a little while ago about the duties and responsibilities of a representative and how well how well our area representative and others are doing these, what you call it. But we must think as well and put these things in circumspect and in regards to our economy. I'll just quickly give a little report here, and I'm sure that a lot of people heard it on the news like last night. The good news that came out of the Statistical Institute of Belize, and this is in regards to the growth, el crecimiento de la economía en estos últimos 3 meses, que es it's a quarterly report. So
it tells you how the country is growing and developing, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Let's take that call before we go into this. Sugar City, good morning.
Sugar City Morning Show, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Sugar City Morning Show, you're on.
Just wanted to pass on information.
Yes, go ahead.
That the mayor wanted to put extra security in the park, right?
Go ahead.
But actually, he should put security inside Town Hall compound because Maestro Mendez is stealing engine oil by drums. That's why he got suspended.
Oh, good
Oh,
Lord.
my goodness. Is that a fact?
And are there more persons involved other than that one person? Do you think that is he alone?
Anyway, that call alluded to some, should I say, stealing scandal happening at the Town Hall?
Yes.
And
We've
the
heard
Mayor Kevin
reports.
Bernard?
We've
Is that
heard-
possible?
We heard reports.
He has so many security. He has security to the door, security to the gate, security. I mean, he was turning it from Town Hall to Security Hall. Now, how can this happen?
That's exactly. So it must have had collusion with,
And the
with
allegations of
other
what-
people. That's exactly my point.
Drums of
Robert.
oil. I mean, you know how hard it is to take out drums of oil.
That's exactly my point. There must have been collusion.
My goodness.
There must have been collusion.
Well,
but it's a starry state, and if you can't trust your own big men, if you have given the responsibility to a certain person, and he says you are in charge of maintaining this place, maintaining the order, making sure that nobody sees, and make that same man.
These are very serious allegations.
Allegations are being cast upon.
And you know, out on the street they say he's been suspended, but nobody knows why. But now someone is commenting that allegedly it's because of oil missing. No wonder the trucks then park. No wonder work can't get done. You understand? A vehicle needs oil for keep the pistons going.
That's
My goodness. I wonder if they call the police to investigate all of this now.
Exactly my point. I wonder if
Get
wonder
a
what's
police report
going on.
and give a public statement to the citizens.
Because
of
that is what exactly what I was
These are
leading
taxpayers'
to.
money, no?
Taxpayers'
Taxpayers'
How
money,
much you
no?
think one drum oil or winning cost? Boy?
My goodness, let me see.
What,
You need
about
one calculator
$400, $500 or
at least I would assume.
so you're talking about you're talking about minimum $1,000.
My goodness, and probably this has been going on for a while. You
And this
know?
is the first time they get catch the
And allegedly also two drum of tar gone missing. Also 2 drum of tar allegedly. No. What else
so
is
it's
missing?
2 plus 2. I'm not saying 2 then.
No, what are these?
Oh.
No, one that tar.
So
no?
what's going on at the town council?
So now you see now the mayor should go and have a press conference to do that. He's making an investigation into the affairs of the people. You know, taxpayers' money, they get wasted, they get stolen under his eyes. My goodness. Mayor, this can't be happening under you. You need to have a press conference. You need to have an investigation. Call in the police.
You need to
and give a
release the
report.
facts as they are and show that there's transparency
Of
and
course.
show that there is accountability and let those words just be used and thrown around loosely because then they become trite and nobody believes it. But when you actually
Emmanuel, Jackie, maybe you can help me. Is this the same Mendes that was in the U.S. that after the election and sent for him and come back and give him one job over all the other workers that were there? You know, they zoop, put him on top.
When did it happen? Just last year, 2 years ago?
I think this happened after last general election or something like that. He was in the States living and they sent for him and put him right up there. Foreman, man in charge.
Kidding me.
No. Why would you... Could it be that they are collusion? You know
Well,
that
it has
if
to be,
they say if you got the experience to do ABC, maybe that you will need. So could it be a teamwork effort? Mayor, there's a lot of investigation, a lot of reporting to come from you and your council. And not only Facebook, you know, we want to know when you go make an official report to the police station. We want to know what the investigation is all about and the length of this. And, will there be an inquiry into this?
I gather, you know, sometimes people stop you on the streets and tell you this and this and this happened, but we can't, you know, we have to be very careful because essentially those are rumors. But one thing I know for sure, and I have established, is that this issue has come up at the town council level, and fingers were pointed at somebody else's participation in this allegation.
Yeah. Well, certainly no. A complete inquiry needs to be done.
I agree with you.
And the mayor should call in the Ministry of Local Government to assist in going through these records. Let's take this call. Sugar City Morning Show. Good morning.
Morning, Ruben.
Good morning. How are you?
Pretty good, Emmanuel. Morning.
Morning, babes. How you doing?
All right, but I just the kind of for telling her one if call out and come by this evening to investigate that.
Well, that's very good point, Miss Young. Very good point.
Right.
I
Thank
know,
you.
because
All right, then.
Have a great day. Have a great day.
Have a great day.
No,
well,
you see, and it's funny how some of these people come with the names Cola. You tell any Spanish people Cola, they'll tell you that the tail. That the tail. No, that's true. Will Cola, will the lady attorney in question come, you know? And
man, you never hear in the whole land for contempt of court?
Well, man, Emmanuel, I can deal with that in a little while, but there was also the situation with the former traffic manager at the town council.
Andale.
So one, on top of the next one, and a full investigation needs to be done. The mayor, again, the mayor has a responsibility to the Orange Walk Town residents to give a complete investigation, make a complete investigation and give a full report of these missing things, because it's the taxpayers, people.
I hear
your money, my money, for
I
money.
hear that to kind of like dispel some of the heat that he has been going through. He has had the audacity to even make mention that some of the two UDP elected town councils are not doing their job, which is, I'm sure, a pile of junk. But it's obviously an attempt to try to draw away the attention from him and the current situation. You know, it has to be it's a tactic that a lot of people use. You know, yo, come up too. You know, it's just.
Well, you see, right now the two UDP town councils, they keep them on one side. Remember, they have the caucus meeting to discuss these things. When they go in there, they want to sign. No, I would humbly ask Chantel and Luigi, councillors Chantel and Luigi, to go and ask, look, can we have a report of these allegations?
Of course.
And do one verbally, and then do one written. One verbally.
Kevin can't fire you. You have been elected by the people.
One verbally because you are a part of the council. It's your right. You've been elected.
Right.
Two, the written one is to ensure that they don't slide you wrong, because they know how to do that. You know, so charging people for their taxes, having these corruption allegations within and trying to hide, well, it's time to speak, you know. So the mayor is sending people around to collect taxes, and we should all pay our taxes.
I agree.
We should all pay our taxes.
I agree.
But we have a right also to ask, ¿qué pasó con nuestros impuestos? What happened to the taxes? What happened? You know, and like the caller rightly mentioned, where is Cola? Where is Madame Matura? I think she's in court, allegedly with a contempt
if
court.
you watched 7 News last night, it was an interesting bit of information, and I just want to quickly make mention of that. Let me see if I can just pull it up here, because as far as I can gather, there was, I think she opened her mouth and discussed a situation that she should not have discussed. So
in the court itself?
No, not in the court. It says Matura Shepherd, an attorney called before court. The attorney, I'm sorry. He says, Audrey Matura Shepherd, as you saw in our last segment, she's one of the most vocal labor leaders, an attorney. She's never the type to shy away from an interview, but she did today. Okay, we've been following all the story in court all day. Okay, I'm sorry. It says she's being cited for contempt, a very serious offense before the court, one which can even carry a jail sentence. What we've learned so far is that the offending public comment, it's a public comment to make it clear, which the court takes issue with, dates back to February, when she was representing the grassroots organization BGYEA in mediation sessions. BGYEA and its leader Nigel Petillo were being sued by the government of Belize over the road reserve that they wanted to develop by planting corn. The government disagreed, and in a protracted legal battle, it was finally coming to a solution, or so they thought. Matura Shepherd gave a media interview in which she disclosed the terms of the settlement, which was arrived at through mediation. Information says that she ought not to have done so, because apparently there was a gag order on the proceeding. So against the recommendations of the court, against what the court said, you're not supposed to talk about these things, she went ahead and poof, mentioned those things. So the court is taking serious offense at that, and is taking her
well, the court
for contempt of court.
Courts are serious institutions, and when you have a person who has been entrusted to represent and portray and follow the law as an attorney, as she is, to have these comments now come over the news allegedly that she has been in contempt of listening to the gag order. The gag order means that you cannot disclose what is being, when the justice then, or a magistrate or a judge declares that, look, this matter cannot be put publicly because it's a matter before the court we're dealing with.
You're not supposed to talk about it?
You're not supposed to talk about it. And now, because she likes to talk so much, she feels she's above the law, she's above the court, but again, like the saying goes, if you open it one time too often, you won't get hooked.
Yes.
You won't get hooked, And so, according to the news article that you just read, it poses a very serious situation. Who has she been representing? Has she been a good legal advisor? A lot of questions are open now when you will defy a court order, a gag order. Hey, you can't talk about this, can't say this, and hey, I could do what I want.
And the thing is that being an attorney, she should have known better.
Of course, that's precisely the point. That's precisely the point. Should have known, but again, I have heard senior counsel attorneys say, "Look, man, she just the land, But that's what I heard, and things like that that are affiliated to comment.
From what I gather here, that there's going to be, she was given an opportunity to explain herself and make representation, but that did not happen yesterday. They had to be adjourned until sometime later in June. Matura told us that when this, we'll have to speak to her lawyer, not her. Okay, he says that Matura Shepherd told us that when this issue does have its day in court, we'll have to speak to her lawyer, not her. So all of a sudden, she is not answering any questions.
So the liar, needs a liar.
The liar needs a liar.
The liar needs a liar. Is there justice in justice? Is there justice in justice?
Why?
And for whom?
Yes.
No. It's ironic. She will have her day in court now. She will have, and she will be a client. Okay, so again, I guess the caution is the word of caution is that when you deal into the political arena and you affiliate yourselves like with the opposition, People's United Party, who have been failing, degrading, have no credibility anymore, and you want to, in a way, clothe yourself, people realize, how can you defy a court order? And if you want to go that far, allegedly, well, we don't know what the hearing is going to be. I do not want to discuss that. But what has been said on the news is public information.
Absolutely.
Public information. And so clearly, people of Belize, we need to open our eyes. We need to look at the bright sunshine, move that cloud of doubt. I'm telling the PUP voters, supporters, we are all Belizeans. Please take time not to defy yourselves, but to look at your conscience that Dean Barrow and the UDP government are doing the right thing for this country, for this nation, the transformation taking place. One of the quarrels I see in this political argument is that the people have not been really used to seeing development. I know that it's being actuated, realized, and being seen physically. It's hard for them to grasp because they had for their team of their party have always been party first. But with Dean Barrow and the UDP, it's country first. So they have been grown into this illusion and have been blindsided psychologically that development, you didn't do it because they have never been accustomed to see it. So you are a Belizean, and we just want to invite all Belizeans to realize that when we talk about the Honorable Gaspar Vega in the north, when we talk about Honorable Pablo Marin in Corozal Bay, Hugo Pat, and we talk about our elected ministers who are in cabinet, and particularly our Prime Minister, when says we're government for all, that we need to look at the future for our government.
Ruben, I like to think, I'll be very honest with you, I love to think that our Belizean people are grateful and appreciate all the infrastructure, all the development, all the progress that is going around, that is being seen in the country of Belize today. I like to think that the majority of people appreciate and welcome this development.
Oh, certainly, and we're very grateful as
and
a
I'm
people.
sure that at the end of the day, the majority of the people, it's not only my perspective then, but the truth is that the majority of people love to see this infrastructure going on because it's something that has never happened before.
Well, and not only that, and we must be grateful and thankful as a Belizean people to the Bolivian people of Venezuela for being part of our love for Belize. But this is a topic that can go on, and we need to take a short break. So please don't touch that dial. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back.
They say winning isn't everything. They say big man can't jump. They say there's not a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. But let me tell you something. Winning is the way. Winning can change your life. Winning makes all the difference. But you gotta play the game to win the game. The Make Rich Lotto Game. Buy your tickets today.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get bopped.
Play the new Make Me Rich lottery game, where prepaid users have a chance to win up to $500,000. To get rich, text your numbers to 7424. Choose 5 balls, 4 cool balls between 1 to 40, and 1 hot ball between 1 to 10. Or simply text QP for a quick pick, and 5 numbers will be chosen at random. $3.50 will be automatically deducted from your phone's primary balance, and the digital receipt will be texted back to you. You win $1 phone credit with any matching cool ball, $5 phone credit with any 2 matching cool balls, $50 phone credit with any 3 matching cool balls, match all 4 and win $5,000 cash. Get all 4 cool balls and the hot ball and you'll win $500,000. Make Me Rich will text you back to let you know what you won. So tune in 8 p.m. on Mondays and Thursdays to the Make Me Rich game show and get rich.
Make me rich, make me rich, make me rich. This is the game show. Make me rich, make me rich, make me rich.
The transformation continues as the government of Belize is now embarking on a massive rollout of Petro-Caribe funds to rural communities countrywide. Contracts have been signed for works to commence in several villages in the coming weeks, and that is just the beginning.
Petro-Caribe is coming to Trial Farm and Ladyville and San Narciso and Bella Vista and Socots and Independence and Esperanza and Bullet Tree and Carmelita, and it will not stop until every village constituency in the entire country would have received its fair share of Petro-Caribe.
Transforming lives, transforming Belize, a government for all.
Buster. They see you and know you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run you. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
Hi, my name is Narelle Melgar. I am 32 years old. I am a single mother of 2 boys and presently living here in Orange Walk. I am working right now for the transformation project here in Orange Walk. I am traffic warden. I divert traffic, deal with what all the traffic has to do on work sites. I enjoy my job. Before I got the job, I sleep at night worrying what will I do in the morning. How will I do to pay this? When water bill come, light bills come, school fees come, kids need to go to school. How will you provide for that? But now that I have my job, I have the satisfaction that I will provide for my home. During weekdays, it's to go to work, it's very, it's a rush. But it gives me that satisfaction that when I reach mom's home and kids eating, my dad's eating. My son loves football. He's in a team. And I had the opportunity to buy his boots this week. And it made me feel so proud that, you know, I work hard and it assists me on a daily basis for my son's college. My dad has like 15 years sick. And then he needs medication to keep him going every day. And I am the one that provides, and that, you know how that makes me feel? Like, my gosh. And I am happy to do it. Sometimes when I reach home tired, and they see how hard I'm working, like a single mother, and how the way I'm struggling for them, working hard, and it makes them proud of me that I'm there and that I can do it, and the opportunity that I'm working out there.
Vaya bien.
Dios te bendiga. Later. 5 years from now, I can say I was a part of this. I was here giving my little to this project. I'm grateful and thankful for this transformation that I've got in my life. My name is Narelle Melgar. and my life has been transformed.
Wherever you go, stay connected to home with Digicel. Prepaid customers simply text Roam On to 777 to call and text while away and receive text for free. While our new combo plan customers can call, text, or surf simply by stopping into any BTL office before they leave. Live more with Digicel.
Get more, do more, love more, live more with Digicel.
The government of Belize announces the launch of its Summer Sports Program 2015, funded by Petrocaribe. $500,000 from Petrocaribe funds have been earmarked to provide financial assistance to existing summer sporting camps that have been operating for at least 3 years. The government recognizes and salutes all individuals, groups, and organizations that have been sponsoring summer camps for years. This summer, the focus will be on sporting programs, and all qualified bodies are invited to apply. For more information, download the complete sponsorship application guide from the Government Press Office Facebook page, or pick up an application from the National Sports Council office in Belize City, or request an emailed copy by sending email to nscbel@btl.net. Transforming lives through sports. A government for all.
They say winning isn't everything. They say big man can't jump. They say there's not a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. But let me tell you something. Winning is the way. Winning can change your life. Winning makes all the difference. But you gotta play the game to win the game. The Make Me Rich Lotto Game. Buy your tickets today.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get bopped.
Back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Folks, it's exactly 25 minutes after 8, and we have been enjoying this rather good conversation with my partner here, Ruben Campos. It is, you know, it's a good thing when he comes because he has a unique perspective about different things. So you're always welcome to the show, Ruben.
Thank you, Manuel.
It's we were quickly about. Well, I was about to make mention because you see, Ruben, I
heard you. I heard you earlier talking about the national economic.
Yes,
the
and
growth,
I did not get a chance to
I
finish
think we
that.
went to a break.
Right, and we got a call. But just quickly, let me.
Can you give us a little information on that?
Yes, we were talking about the fact that the SIB released one of the reports, the reports for the first 3 months. I think it's a quarterly report, where the economy, it was disclosed that the economy grew 7% in the first quarter. Now, Belize's economy grew by 7% during the first 3 months of this year, with a total value of goods and services produced in the country increasing to 733.8 million Belize dollars, and that's from 685.7. So we see a difference of about 15 plus 33, almost $50 million per se increase in the first quarter of 2014. Agriculture, specifically citrus and banana production, performed strongly, as did the manufacturing sector.
Let's take this call. Sugar City Morning Show, good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Say, I hear you talk about where you're from. I am living in Indian Hill since 1951. And I don't hear no development in this Indian Hill village. So I am just begging, say something about Indian Hill too, because this is a new village, Indian Hill. Bye.
Okay, thank you.
I think there are about 5 people living in there.
Nevertheless, I mean, caller, I know you're watching or listening. Thank you very much for your call. My brother, you know, my brother Edgar, right?
Enough respect, Brad.
Exactly, enough respect.
The tourism industry received a boost during the quarter as the number of cruise ships arrival grew by more than 30,000 people, Ruben. Okay? And let's talk about the external trade. Now, this is a quick, because we're going to be going into more detail sometime in the very near future, because we need time to go through all of these reports and see which are the industries that have been performing best. Okay? The external trade during the month of April 2015, Belize imported a total of 157.6 million worth of goods from abroad, up by just over 2 million from last April. Chemical products and manufactured goods each grew by around 2 million, while mineral fuels and lubricants saw a decline of more than 4 million during the month. Okay, and as a final note of interest, because like I said, it's just a quick review, the Consumer Price Index, CPI, during the month of April 2015, the price for goods and services typically purchased by Belizean households were on average 1% lower than in the same month last year. Fuel prices remain considerably lower than they were 12 months ago, as did the average prices for LPG, which is liquefied petroleum gas. Food prices recorded little change during this month. I think that one of the examples that the presenter mentioned yesterday was the big difference when it comes to butane, from 120 odd per the cylinder all the way down to $90 odd.
Well, that translates into savings to our Belizeans.
That is exactly
savings
the point.
And when, again, I go back to our national development. In 1981, we achieved or we attained our political independence. From 1981, when we decided that we wanted our independence, then we were on a new journey, a new mission, and that new mission was to work towards economic independence. Now, working towards economic independence means having good governance, transparency, and promoting investments, accountability, and seeing that the quality of life of the citizens continue to improve. Now, 2 things come to me right out of this. We have a government that is very prudent in fiscal management, first of all.
Thank you.
And we want to congratulate our Prime Minister,
Thank
Honorable
you.
Dean Barrow,
Thank
and
you
your
very
cabinet
much. That's exactly where
for
I was
leading this
it.
nation into growth and development. Secondly, we should be very proud and honored to have a Prime Minister as the Honorable Dean Barrow and the UDP government to be able to be a showcase of management, growth, economic development throughout the region. When we look at the Caribbean, when we look at Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, St. Kitts and Nevis, and Guyana going through difficulties,
times,
and Jamaica through difficult times in looking how they will curtail employment, firing people, increasing taxes. We have a government that is able to show not only economic growth, but to be able to share it with the nation and the people which the government serves so that everyone can improve their quality of life. No, we need to tell our stories, why it is and how it is that this comes and how does it happen. First of all, our Prime Minister, the Honorable Dean Barrow, clearly states it's a government for all. And for this to happen, for you to have this trust, you must show what you do. The infrastructure program, his signature projects, infrastructure development, PetroCaribe, is exemplary not only in Belize but throughout the region. His fiscal management and being able to take this country into a level never seen before, because a lot of people don't understand it because it's new.
A level of development
Okay,
never
so
seen
so
before,
so
yes.
that when we look at that the growth, the 7% growth, when people were estimating 1.5, 3% to go to 7%, hey man, I gotta give them kudos.
That's
And
exactly the reason
we
why
have a
I
good
think
government.
that we
And that
have
is
to
why
make mention of this.
we can see infrastructure development. We hear schools building. We can see how this
Things they
nation
happen, in other words.
is
Things
really
they
moving.
happen.
And that's because we have one of the best prime ministers this country has ever had.
That's a fact.
Sugar
Let's take
City
that.
Morning Show. Good morning.
Días, buenos días.
Buenos días.
Está bien la programación, pero acuérdense que la gente del norte por ahí habla español. Y tal vez ellos no están entendiendo lo que ustedes están explicando.
Gracias por esa observación.
Gracias, muchas gracias.
Sí, vamos a hacer un esfuerzo
Gracias.
de nuevo para hablar. Y te diste cuenta que para un segmento hablamos casi completamente todo en español, pero como somos bilingües, pues entonces tenemos que dedicarle
Precisamente,
por los segmentos la...
No hay que darle gracias por llamar, porque sí, el artículo que fue escrito y lo que está refiriendo fue escrito en inglés y la presentación se hizo según lo que se estaba leyendo. Pero precisamente la indicación es de que en términos de crecimiento nacional, normalmente habíamos sido criticados que estamos a 1.5, 3% nivel, pero el crecimiento que fue reportado para esta temporada indica que el crecimiento nacional ha llegado a 7%, que nunca ha llegado.
Doble lo que se...
Nunca ha llegado ya. Y eso quiere indicar de que es un proceso en cual un gobierno debe de manejar prudentemente sus finanzas, sus recursos, con programas que van a beneficiar a la nación, la población. Y en esta manera podemos ver que nuestro primer ministro maneja un gobierno ejemplar, no solo en Belice, sino regional, porque allá en el Caribe, en las otras naciones caribeñas, como Jamaica, Barbados, Trinidad y Tobago, ellos tienen dificultades con montar recursos financieros para hacer programas porque su economía está en una grave situación en comparación con nuestro país Belice, con el liderazgo de nuestro primer ministro, honorable Dean Barrow. El gobierno ha llegado a un nivel para poder manejar los fondos, crear un ambiente para atraer inversión, crear un ambiente
de confianza.
Confianza, precisamente eso viene por el manejo en cómo uno puede relatar y cómo uno puede dialogar con inversionistas, cómo puede dialogar y puede también invertir en programas que crecen, por ejemplo, en Jaguar Spa, en el camino para turismo, están invirtiendo
Claro que sí.
al Tunja. Estas inversiones que claramente has indicado en lo que has dicho, el crecimiento de turismo ha crecido mucho.
Tú sabes que son 30,000 personas
30,000
más.
personas más anualmente que vienen y dejan ingresos. Hay la confianza en el país y eso se crea cuando hay un gobierno que puede dialogar y tener y manejar esa confianza no solo nacional, pero internacional.
Correctamente lo dijiste, Rubén, que el gobierno está estimulando el desarrollo y el crecimiento de la economía.
Claro, y anda San Antonio, Santa Cruz, anda San Román, Saruman, Orange Walk Saruman, colosal.
Tú te pones a pensar
puedes
que,
ver
tú
qué
te
está
pones a
sucediendo.
pensar, Rubén, de que estaba viendo ahí un documentario ayer, dice, están muy bien las carreteras, pero ahí no termina el beneficio. El beneficio continúa porque son
take this call.
menos gastos para los
Precisamente.
dueños de los vehículos.
Sugar City Morning Show, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I just want to give a little talk that everything is okay, and I love what Belize is doing, even Orange Walk. But what happened about Corozal, about Calcutta? We haven't get nothing for years. I live there. I have no light up in the post since I was living here for nearly 50 years. I have my next house behind there, don't have no light for 29 years.
That is
When
it.
we will get our little help.
Okay, that's in Corozal, southeast, right?
Southeast.
That's right. That's where Lenchito should be doing his work, but he's not.
We have nothing. They all get sometimes PUP and UDP, but we ourselves don't get nothing at our village. When we will get our little piece of pie.
Well, let me tell you that whenever the Prime Minister gives his word, he is good to it. And right now, I'm pretty sure that Evan Kowo is listening. And if Lenchito can't do it, Evan is going to go to Calcutta and make sure that you get in touch with him. And the government's going to give him support. After all, Calcutta is a community, is a village that merits the assistance of this UDP government.
And even about Mr. Kowa, what happened with the lands committee, with lands there at Corozal?
Well, we can't.
Well, you see that is a process when Mr. Kowa is only a standard bearer. He's not elected.
Yes,
Okay,
I understand.
he makes a petition
But
just
the
like you do.
Committee, the land office in Corozal, it's terrible. We have put away for years and years, and we have nothing. I don't know. We applied, and nothing. Instead of coming good, it's coming worse.
When was the last time that you went to the lands department, ma'am?
Every time.
When was the last time?
2-3 years. For 2-3 years, I am going there.
Okay, there has been the Ministry of Natural Resources has put a new system in place to be able to log visits of people, and so I would recommend that you make another visit there, and you will see the difference. I'm pretty sure of that.
I hope so, because they have some person working there, new person that they don't have nothing good.
Really?
Nothing. Believe it. I am an old person, you know. And really, things is worse there than first. I have re-applied for a land for 2 or 3 years.
Is this a house lot or is this a farm? Excuse me, ma'am. Is this a house lot or a farmland? Is it a house lot or a farmland?
The house, I have a house there already.
Okay.
I paid already for 7 years, right? And I applied again. And I tell you, I go there, I have to apply it again. 2 to 3 years, and I have get nothing from it.
Well, ma'am, I want to advise you as early as possible you can go, and you go and tell them that you have been instructed and advised to go there, and they will certainly attend you in a much better way. And thank you for calling.
Well said, Ruben. Well said. You know, and it's good that people air their views about it, because it's only so that we know the faults in the system.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a continuous. It's a
growing process.
Yes.
It's a growing process.
Okay. Sugar City Morning Show. Good morning.
That's true. Because I live in Calcutta.
Okay. Yeah. Because.
And they have to give out from Rosado and they not give. If you have concept for a walk from Calcutta, Ruben, and you know that UDP, the people in UDP, where they call you and where they talk to you, then I feel the thing. Make that concept right there. I say how it is.
Yeah, my friend. I am aware of Calcutta. I mean, thank you for being my friend. We will pass there, we chat. But like I'm saying, right now, the Honorable Minister of Natural Resources, Honorable Gaspar Vega, has a new policy that, look, these things have to change. And when a Belizean goes there to look after his interests, that should be attended. And certainly we are going to send this information to those who need to know. But I would advise you to go back there and you will see the change that is happening there, the transformation even in attitude and how services should be given to Belizeans. And thank you for calling. It's very important.
Yeah, man.
Yes. So, yes, you see the process of economic development again, and going through to this economic independence. You go through trials and tribulations, but it's like if you do not plant the seed, the tree will not grow. If the tree does not grow, it will not bear fruits. So now what is happening is that our Prime Minister says, look, part of the the Petro-Caribbean project itself is part to alleviate poverty, just like you said. People coming all the way from San Carlos now, where they have their vegetables and such. People who they came from San Narciso, from wherever. When they come on that highway, you save fuel. You save wear and tear on tires. You save on time. Time is money. You're from San Carlos to Orange Walk.
That means that they can afford to bring the produce in cheaper.
Cheaper, and when you cut down on the cost, you can sell it cheaper. That's why we said the food product was 1% down, because you can feel the effects. Infrastructure development creates employment, creates motivation, alleviates pockets.
Now we're getting the big picture.
So we need to look not only on the highway or the roads, but what are the benefits of the users.
Exactly.
And that is where infrastructure across this country that is going on right now
it reduces the cost of transportation from one point to another.
I wish I had a plaque.
Where at the end of the day, the people get benefit from the reduced cost.
I wish I had a plaque here, a Belizean Citizens Award, to say thank you, Honorable Dean Barrow, Prime Minister, for this infrastructure Petro-Caribbean program, because we're all benefiting.
And I don't blame the people come and say, when are I get P75? But everybody, I wish we had enough money in the Petro-Caribbean Fund to be able to give out to everybody. But unfortunately, we are dealing with what we have and taking care of priorities as we speak.
But you see, it's a program, it's a plan. It's just like, you see when they gave the land, somebody got a lease, then you go and you open the road, then you fill it, then you put light, then you run. So this is a program. This is a project that is going, and it started. The hardest thing to do things in life is to start. Sugar City Morning Show, good morning. Good morning. Please load on your TV. Good morning. Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Bueno, sí.
Okay, sorry.
Pues una de las cosas que vimos en ese reporte, Rubén, es que el sector de agricultor vio crecimiento. Es más, el único que en realidad vio una reducción fue lo que es el sector de aquí en el norte, de la caña. Pero hay una explicación para eso. Eso fue por el atraso que hubo en el comienzo. Y si estamos reportando de enero, febrero, marzo, pues obviamente no hubo actividad.
Sí, claro que sí.
Estaba bastante atrasado la apertura de la zafra. Así que obviamente, pero se hizo hincapié de que aunque hubo una reducción en la cantidad de caña, hubo un incremento en la cantidad de azúcar procesada. Y eso debido por una razón, por la eficiencia y por el esmero que la gente le está poniendo al crecimiento de caña de calidad, que tenga un porcentaje más alto de sucros que anteriormente. Así que ahora con menos caña se está produciendo más azúcar.
Eso viene con confianza entre un partnership, un trabajo conjunto entre todos que forman la industria y también del apoyo del gobierno que sigue apoyando con los Sugar Roads.
Exactamente.
Tenemos que ver la influencia y la participación del gobierno apoyando la industria para que pueda estar en este nivel. Buenos días, Sugar City Morning Show. Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Buenos días, continúa, por favor.
Mande, hello.
No, ya perdimos esa llamada.
No.
En realidad estoy trayendo este tema acerca de la agricultura porque en realidad ayer estuvimos en el Yo Creek Agricultural Station y a propósito, mañana vamos a tener un personal de Yo Creek Agricultural Station que pues entonces pues no les quiero adelantar toda la información, pero buenas cosas están sucediendo ahí.
Siempre está en esta pata allá afuera.
El señor encargado es el señor José Tillit.
José Tillit, ok.
¿Sí? Perfecto. Y entonces él va a estar aquí mañana. Vamos a tener un show dedicado a ver las cosas buenas sucediendo en esa área. Hemos estado viendo que ha habido un cambio drástico en la forma de hacer las cosas en esa estación. Tanto así de que ahora ya es mucho más productivo y entonces ya también está en una posición de ofrecer más y mejores servicios a la gente. Pero eso mañana lo vamos a...
Es para mañana, pero es bueno escucharlo porque sabemos qué fue la historia de ese lugar anteriormente con proyectos de Brasil y cosas así.
Exactamente. Así que les estoy adelantando, mañana vamos a tener el gusto de tener al señor Tillit, que es el encargado, que él nos va a estar trayendo información y nueva acerca de qué es lo que está sucediendo en Yo Creek Agricultural Station y qué es lo que podemos esperar del Yo Creek Agricultural Station en el futuro, porque buenas y grandes cosas van a estar sucediendo ahí. Así que les pido, sintonicen mañana.
Well, Emmanuel, like everything, the program, not the day, it's a beautiful day, thank God, but you know, the program we need
ya
to
son
end.
exactamente,
And,
puchica, ya son casi 12 minutos para las 9.
Well, on a final note, Emmanuel, I think our Prime Minister, Honorable Barrow, is very much more than deserving of our gratitude for leading a government and a nation into such prosperity, to have a 7+ percentage in GDP, gross domestic product, a growth, and
mantener
to
el
ensure,
costo de las
and
de
to
la
have the stability of our nation economy going only means to all Belizeans that things will get better and things will continue to improve as so long as the Honorable Dean Barrow is our Prime Minister and we have a UDP government. So we must say thank you to the opportunities that come because they are deserving to him. Let's take this call. Sugar City Morning Show.
Morning, Ruben.
Good morning.
I'd like to go for Prime Minister, the best Prime Minister we've ever had.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, Mr. Uncle Rizal. Ruben, I try to picture my Prime Minister and I can't get a third color program and not get it. I tell them buy my picture and when I get my picture.
Prime Minister picture, well, put it this way. We could probably get one for you, but we have to make sure he sign it. You want one where he signed, or so?
Yes, I want
one. Yeah, right. Okay, we'll see how we get one for you.
Don't forget to remember, your promise has been made.
They show that I believe that Carolina can't get them.
Those things are gotten from the GOB press office.
Okay.
And I can't get it, so try get one for me. Look, I say you get it for me, please.
We'll make efforts for you, my dear. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you for calling and thank
Pues
you
como
for
correctamente dijiste, Rubén, ya son 10 para las 9. Te doy las gracias por tu participación en este show. Hemos tenido, yo creo, un show bastante interactivo, bastante dinámico y te doy las gracias.
Gracias a ti también y to all our viewers, radio listeners. Thank you for tuning in and have a great day. God bless. And if He so wills, we'll see you tomorrow. Sugar City Morning Show, your TV show.
Muchas gracias. Nos seguimos viendo mañana temprano a las 7 de la mañana. Y de parte de todos aquí dándole las gracias y de parte de Chequi Usher, de parte de Morris Cocom, de parte de Rahim. Mañana contaremos con la presencia de nuestro amigo Dylan, que estará de vuelta aquí, pero hoy desafortunadamente tuvo un compromiso y obviamente no pudo estar aquí, pero deseándoles a todos un buen día, deseándoles a todos que sean bendecidos. Muchas gracias, nos vemos mañana.
Buen día. Good job.